this week feels pretty crazy. So on Tuesday, I went to a art exhibition held by some university art students. I'm going to play the clips from what I got, and I found it really interesting going along as someone who I've always been interested in art but could never draw very well. So it was great to see the work they've done and the work they've done with the charity We Are With You, which helps alcoholics and drug users recover, which was really interesting to see their artwork and hear about the relationship they built with art. It was really good. I'm not going to say much more because I don't want to ruin the package I've made, but yeah, it's been good. Has anything else to say, Brittany?
No, I just want to ask, like you mentioned that they work with charities. Like, do they get the what's the word? Like, do they get the participants to make art and then did they exhibit their art?
They did. So I'm pretty sure all of the work was done by the clients themselves, not the art students. So walking around, me and George, we went along, and there was not just like kind of paintings, but there was more more kind of like 3D elements. So there's a massive tin of not baked beans, but it was amazing. It looked like a tin of Heinz baked beans. So that was really interesting to see. And then there was a lot of interactive elements, like you could go and draw. There's a board that said, "How do you feel today?" So me and George went and drew how we felt today, but I drew radio because I was with Siren.
This week was very special for 6 fine arts students from the University of Lincoln who held their first ever exhibition. The students worked with the local charity We Are With You, who support people struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. Holly Sexton works with the charity We Are With You and was at the exhibition to explain what the charity is all about. Can you tell us a bit more about the charity itself and what they do?
Yeah, of course. So I work for We Are With You, which was formerly called Ad Action in Lincoln. So we're a drug and alcohol charity, and we provide support to anyone struggling with any kind of level of drug or alcohol issue. So, that's different for everybody. That doesn't have to be kind of what you might stereotypically think of as a drug and alcohol problem. And we kind of work with every individual on like a one-on-one basis to really look at how we can kind of support them to make changes to their life, whatever their goals may be, and help them kind of move forward in their recovery towards what's going to help them kind of feel a bit happier with kind of maybe their drug and alcohol use or their life. And that's really holistic. So we kind of look at the individual and what's going to help them. Is it kind of helping them if they need to be connected to mental health services, or say taking part in a project like this, which is a creative therapeutic intervention where they can create artwork. I always think this project has a few ways of kind of being successful. It helps in kind of helping our clients and the university students break down their stigmas about each other. It also helps the public maybe lose a bit of their stigma around drug and alcohol clients when they see kind of the creative skills and what they can produce. And I think also, it's really about connection. So when the client and the student are connecting, I'm connecting and facilitating. The lecturer from the university, she's helping the clients and the students together to kind of create that relationship. It's about those two people putting their minds together and forgetting who they are and their pasts and their struggles, and creating something amazing together. And it gives them confidence and like something to kind of really focus on every week. And it's really amazing for their recoveries to have that connection to something so powerful.
Alex, Carmen, Hannah, Olivia, Naomi and Harriet are the 6 second-year students who held the exhibition on Tuesday evening. Each student worked with a client from the charity on multiple pieces of artwork held in the exhibition. The main message from the exhibition was to express how art is a form of therapy. We spoke to Carmen about her experience working with her client to create art.
Okay, so it goes off of the client's ideas. And then I just kind of run with it, and things like we've done a feeling wall over there, where it's basically, instead of talking about how he feels, we draw it, and then it comes into discussion, and then you turn it into another art piece. That's why we've made it interactive here. And it's just him experimenting with all different media to build his portfolio to do something with art, because that's what he wants to do.
Why did they choose these specific topics? What was the inspiration behind them?
Well, for my client specifically, he did like dragons, like animals. He's starting to go into like more realistic things. But yeah, it's all just like his interests and things like that.
Yeah. And have you kind of grown like a friendship with your client?
Yeah, there's a great relationship between client and facilitator. I think that's the same for most people on the project, that it's so intense, especially with the online sessions, that you are just meeting them and then you become face to face and you learn so much about them. So yeah, I think there is.
Yeah. And have you enjoyed doing this?
Oh my god, so much. It's been amazing to see them use art as recovery. So it's been really good.
How fantastic does it sort of feel to see it all now exhibited?
Well, I've never had my own exhibition either, so to put things up because of Corona, we should have had another exhibition. So it's great to see it as well and put everything up, and because obviously it was online, we haven't seen all the clients together, so it's nice for it to be a collective.
Health and safety precautions were in place at the event and in line with COVID-19 restrictions. The exhibition took place at the Peter de Wint building on University campus and attracted a large number of visitors. The gallery was packed with not only pictures that the clients had created, but also 3D models and videos, as well as giving guests a chance to join in and get creative by drawing how they felt on the day. Senior lecturer and module leader Alice Tuppen was at the exhibition and expressed how proud she was of her students.
No, they've done amazingly. Yes, to have this turnout tonight, sort of the day after COVID and it opening up is great. We couldn't have wanted for more. We didn't expect so many to come actually, just because of fear around COVID, but they've all come. But yeah, no, an amazing show, really, really professional. First time we've had it on the gallery at the university, which is really important for the service users who are the artists, because I think it brings it from being an outsider art thing into an academic space, and the artists have sort of wanted to see the studios, and it's been really aspirational for sort of them wanting to continue and perhaps do study within this project. Yeah, the students have been amazing. They were, because the project started online, and I was quite concerned as to how relationships could be built up between the service users and the students online. But actually it was really sort of intense, and they built relationships quite quickly, quite fast, and facilitated in really innovative ways. So we've got works this year that are more performances and digital stuff, which we haven't had before, when it's been very much sort of online in a studio situation. And then they had 3 weeks, after doing 7 weeks online, they had 3 weeks face to face, and they really sort of made that transition really well. But I think in terms of going forward, we'll be thinking about how to do it next year, because the mixture of the online and the offline work really well. Because some clients wouldn't have accessed it if it was face-to-face, so we've had quite a different sort of range of people that have joined in, so yeah, really good.
If you want to see some of the work of the exhibition but didn't get the chance to go, head over to our Instagram page at Siren Radio News, where you can find a link to the students' Instagram page. Or if you want to donate to charity We Are With You, or find more about their work, you can find them online at www.wearewithyou.co.uk. This was Lucy Carter reporting for Siren Radio.
It's my first week at